How to get a small business loan with bad credit. Many of you are thinking that if your credit isn't in the most perfect of shape, that getting funding for your business is simply not possible. Watch this video and I'll prove to you why that's not the case. In this video, we're going to have a couple of different things that we're going to address. First, we're going to talk about personal credit and how that affects business funding. The second thing we're going to talk about is business credit and how to secure funding using your EIN only with no personal guarantee. And then we'll discuss the 3 C's of business funding and how to secure business for your funding even if you have poor personal credit. The first thing I want to talk about is going to be personal credit and how it does affect businesses. Many people come to me because I have the business credit and business funding company, and then I also have a personal credit company. They come to me and they think that the holy grail of business funding is going to be making sure that your personal credit is 100% intact. In other words, let's get that perfect and then we'll get the funding that we want and need for our business. And the reality is this: you don't necessarily need good personal credit in order to get business funding. Now, the truth is, and this is what I tell everybody that I talk to, is that really you want to have good personal credit, period, across the board. Personal credit is going to come up over and over again, and it's something that you're going to want to solve, and it's something that you're going to want to deal with sooner than later anyways. But the truth is that you don't necessarily need to use your personal credit to get funding for your business. Now, in that same conversation, I have discussions with my clients, and I tell them, look, what have you done to build out your business credit? What have you done to build out your business credit profiles and your paydex score? And 99% of the time, most of them say, I haven't done anything. They're relying fully on their personal credit to get business funding, and that's a problem. That's a huge problem, because in the perfect world, if we had all the stars aligned and we had everything perfect, we would want to have an amazing business credit profile and business credit score. We want to have amazing personal credit and personal credit score, and that's going to give us the opportunity to either pull from the business credit side of things, the personal credit side of things, or a hybrid of both for our business needs in the future. If you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be working hard to bring you a quality video over personal credit, business funding, and other relevant personal finance topics one time each week. Okay, now there's several different ways to get funding for your business that has nothing to do with your personal credit. The most obvious one is going to be business credit, right? Build out your business credit so that you get all kinds of funding offers just on your business credit profile. That can look like high limit revolving accounts. That can look like net 30 and net 45 accounts to get supplies for your office or supplies for your warehouse. There's literally an endless amount of things that you can get on credit for your business once you have your business credit profile built out. Some of the most valuable items on your business credit that can help float your business in terms of funding are going to be your high limit credit cards that offer $50,000, $75,000, $100,000, and part of that is eligible for you to pull cash off if you need to help float your business. Many of these cards come with 6 months or 12 months, in some cases even 18 months of 0% financing. So imagine if you build out your business credit properly and you have the ability to get multiple cash cards, all at $50,000, $75,000, $100,000, $20,000, and you have between 6 months and a year and a half, 0% interest. And those cards are just sitting there for you. I can tell you that for my own personal business, I've got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of credit cards on my business credit profile. I also have credit cards that have 0 limit, meaning that if I ever had cash flow issues, I would be able to float my businesses on credit. And ideally, that's what it's there for. It's there for your rainy day so that when you have a plummet in sales, the economy crashes, you have a solution. The next thing I wanted to talk about is going to be cash flow financing. Does not require a personal guarantee or a personal credit check. That means that if you've got a business and your business is cash flowing, in other words, you've got $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 worth of sales every month, and you can prove that on statements, whether it be a credit card processor or it's got invoices or you can show previous sales, oftentimes there's going to be funding for you. Plenty of alternative type lenders are going to give you funding just based on this idea that you're cash flowing a consistent amount every single month. Now, when it comes to cash flow financing, the last thing you want to do is you want to wait until the last minute to try to get this type of funding. I recently had a client that I was doing a business consultation with. He has a couple of different restaurants and cash flows into those restaurants in the order of $30,000 to $50,000 a month. The problem is the economy dropped and he's having issues making ends meet. But what happened was he waited too long. If you want to get cash flow financing based on sales or revenue, these companies want to make sure that you have predictable, consistent revenue. They're going to check your bank accounts, and if they see that you're NSF or if you're red quite often, they're going to take issue with that, right? The whole idea is that you're getting the funding based on cash flow. So as you're working out your budget, you can see if sales are turning down. You know what your reserves need to look like to get you through the following month. Plan it out. And before you turn red, before NSFs start to happen, you start bouncing payments in your checking account, make sure that you have all this stuff set up. In other words, don't wait till the last minute. Lack of preparation causes business owners to have massive amounts of issues when there shouldn't have been an issue. All we need to do as business owners is to make sure that we're looking at our budgets properly and that we're not fortune tellers and we know exactly what's going to happen 9 months later, but we know if sales are going to get tight for the following month and we know if our reserves aren't going to cover that next month. So what do? In those cases, we arrange the funding first. In the crisis is the wrong time to try to get funding. It never works out well. I have so many clients that call me in crisis, but the personal credit shot, they haven't built out their business credit, and everything is going down. That is not going to be a good time to get funding. So we have to get ahead of these problems. Even if you don't have funding issues now, we need to get your personal credit intact, we need to get your business credit intact, we need to get everything set up so that when the inevitable comes, because it will come, where sales crash or problems happen, that all we have to do is flip a switch and we've got plenty of funding. All right, the final part of funding that I want to talk about is going to be collateral finance. This is another type of financing that doesn't require a personal credit check, can go under your EIN number only, and is a solid way to get business funding. In terms of collateral, the most common type of collateral is going to be commercial real estate, your office building, or any other commercial real estate that you have. Many people don't have commercial real estate. What if you work from home? What can you use as collateral? Well, you can use your company vehicles as collateral. Believe it or not, you can use your computers, your printers, any type of machinery that you might have. As an example, let's say that you're somebody who creates, widgets, whatever that widget might be, and you've got a warehouse and you've got a bunch of machinery and raw materials and you have goods that aren't completely finished and then you have other goods that are completely finished but not sold. All that stuff is considered collateral, and you can use that collateral to get future funding for all kinds of different things to help either grow your business or to help float your business in an economic downturn. Another form of collateral financing or business funding for companies is going to be to use stocks and bonds. If you look at all the kind of heavyweight players that are out there, your Elon Musk types, your Bill Gates, your Jeff Bezos, they have a tremendous amount of stock in their companies, and they are forever leveraging that stock to get loans to further float their business. Now, most of us as small guys do not have those types of opportunities. We're not billionaires, and most of us aren't even millionaires, right? But we do usually have some type of securities. We have retirement, we have 401ks, we've got all kinds of different instruments that we could leverage as collateral to get business funding. Now, when it comes to retirement, remember, retirement is always protected when it comes to a bankruptcy. So is your house, so is your vehicle you use for work. Even though collateral financing can come from your retirement account, remember, if you don't pay back that money, they can liquidate your stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and whatnot for your retirement because you put them up as collateral. Now, in a bankruptcy, they can't touch any of that stuff. So that's something you might want to consider. Okay, I've got two different gifts for you. If you click in the link in the description below, I've got a 4-step guide to help you build your business credit. Click on the link, add your email address. That's going to take you to my Justin Mirche Consulting website, and I'm going to put you on an email stream that's going to educate you about business credit and business funding. If at any time you want to do a business consultation, you simply reply to one of those welcome emails or sign up for a business consultation, and we can go through every aspect of your business and try to figure out what's the best way to get you funding. My second gift that I have for you, also click the link in the description below, is that my team will complete a complimentary credit analysis on your personal credit if you have personal credit issues. The only caveat is that you sign up for Smart Credit, which gives us a tri-merge report, essentially the data that we need to to create a comprehensive plan to help you.